Yo, can you hear me? All right. Yeah. All right. All right, mic check. Yeah, no, that sounded good.
May I take your order? Okay, any May I take your order? Okay,
Welcome everybody into the Mixed-Up-Mike Show. This is Mixed-Up-Mike. How's everyone doing today? Today I have the Sunshine Shakedown crew, Fletcher Magnus, Dirty T. How you guys doing today?
Oh, pretty good, man. You know, we're getting this event together for our community, and we're trying to put something special that kind of brings that old family feel that some of these festivals just don't have anymore. You know?
Trying to get that family feel, that family vibe back.
Yeah, because like everything seems like it kind of turned into like a for-profit or a money grab type of situation where like I see a bunch of these shows that really don't give you anything for the price that they're charging. That's why like we're trying to change it up. We're doing $40 a ticket. We're doing $100 for cannabis food, and we're doing 50 for craft and merch. You know, where like some of these.
That's not bad, man. That's fair price.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the economy and everything how it is right now, the world's in kind of a messed up place. So being able to give people an affordable show where they can also make money, like
Keep it up closer.
it's what it's for.
Exactly. Now, how'd you guys come together for this event?
So originally, this was supposed to be just like kind of like a party type deal. We were thinking like maybe 50 to 70 people, and then through marketing and other things, it kind of blew up and grew its own wings. If Taylor wants to say something on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just like-minded individuals really coming together, to provide, quality entertainment at a fair price, like you said, and, it's exactly that. We thought it was just going to be a party, and it ended up being, like, festival status. So we're like, yeah, all right, this is what we're doing, and it developed pretty good traction, so.
Yeah, so it's the 19th through the 20th. So it's kind of basically like
It's like a mini.
an outdoor fest.
Yeah.
An outdoor fest, but just like an old style like rave, how long you go into the next day and just keep partying, But that's cool, what do people have in store for them when they get up there,
Oh,
what
man,
they,
I mean,
what do you guys have
we
planned
have,
for the event?
plenty of different DJs on the lineup. Got you on the lineup.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got bands, live artists, all that kind of things there. So I mean, it's not just pertaining to like one group, It's a bit of everything, a bit of everything that everybody can enjoy, So.
And you were talking about like there's gonna be arts and crafts and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, so we actually have a plethora of graffiti artists. We're going to be doing live murals. We're going to be doing workshops. We have 10 plus fire spinners. Shout out to the Phoenix Fire Tribe.
Nice. So it's not just a party. You're actually gonna have vendors.
Oh no, we're gonna have
every-
vendors. Shout out to Mitch's Mitch.
So-
Mitch's Munchies, Trucking Good Foods, and Wicked Delicious. Those are going to be our 3 food vendors.
Nice.
Shout out to Gabby
Food's
Rodowicz,
important.
Janet McAllister, and a couple of these other folks. We're going to have a plethora of vendors. We're going to have a plethora of people for food. We're going to have fire spinners. We're going to have graffiti artists. We're going to have, honestly, like a really good time. We have an indoor-outdoor venue. We're going to have a pirate ship where people are going to be playing on stage outside.
Pirate
we're going to have
ship.
an indoor. So
Nice.
basically what it is we're going to be going from about 11:30 until about 8 p.m. outside.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take it inside, and we're going to have EDM go from 8 p.m. to about 10 a.m. And then we're going to switch back into bands
Nice.
and kind of have it mellowed out to the end to
Yes.
where when people are leaving, it's like kind of more of like the mellow style music.
You got the jam bands going.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people come down off that high energy with EDM. You know what I mean? And then they're chill out,
Yeah,
watch the sunrise.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it gives everybody it gives people a different energy for when they're leaving, so they're not so hyped up because the way that we're doing this, we got some heavy hitters on the lineup.
Yeah, man.
We got a lot of old school
Defago,
cats
Grits.
who ain't been around for a little while too, who have come to help us make this a successful event.
Yeah.
And to all them, Iculus, MixedupMike. We got Pharaoh, we got Jefferson Danger, we got Grits, we got Fuego.
Froggy.
Froggy. We got Songs for the End Times.
Yeah.
We got Northeast Gumbo.
SP1, Shogun.
Yeah, we got a mixture of really talented individuals, and this was like an event that was community based. We let the community vote on the name. We let the community kind
I
of
remember that.
pick what we were doing, because the thing was, without like actually trying to unify this community, we're gonna stay in the same position where Maine, over the last 10 plus years, has been known as a state that does nothing but lose money when they throw these shows. And here's the thing, it's not necessarily about the money, it's about bringing that feel back that some of these fields just no longer have.
Yep. No, I fully agree. Things have definitely changed, over the years. And one of the things what you guys trying to do is trying to bring that family feel, that vibe back, Same thing with my show. Bring people from all over New England. Showcase the talent of how all these talented DJs and some that have never had the chance to play out, to give them a platform and to shout them out for a week straight, and to give them an opportunity for other people to see them, because we've kind of gotten especially with COVID, we got stuck in spots. You got Portland, you got Boston, you got Providence. New Hampshire really doesn't have shit. you know, trying to come back. You know, even Vermont's got something. Connecticut's got something. Every state, you know, pretty much has their spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not unified anymore.
No, it's real clicky.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, no, it's a lot of the like groups in different states. They're real clicky, and I mean that's not the way to be, man. Especially if you want to grow to be something better and bigger. Like it causes a division over time. You know,
Yeah.
you can discourage a lot of people, and you know that are really talented artists that way. You know, and there's talent that's hidden out there, and people ignore a lot of that, and
It really is.
Yeah, and it's
politics over skill.
yeah, exactly.
That too.
It is politics over skill.
I agree with you when you say it comes to like the clickiness. Like the thing that I've watched over the last few years is like it's become more divided almost.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everybody has these niche and everybody wants to gatekeep this certain little spot instead of bringing their people on. And I got to be honest with you, whether it's Maine's Festival Family, whether it's throwing this show, like I have a decent following and I didn't even want to be on the bill because this isn't about me. You know what this is about? This is about bringing a bunch of my friends and my people together and throwing something that is special.
Yeah.
Something that actually hits in a way where it doesn't just look like, oh, well, man, they look like they're just throwing it and they're trying to throw out. Like, we're not throwing out no fucking cheesy ass. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. No, this is an 18+ show.
Oh, okay. Well, this is more so what it is. It's like people are fucking around so often and throwing out VIP packages and all these things. Then what I hear all the time online, because I run the biggest festival platform in Maine,
Yep.
the reality is what I hear online all the time is we paid for VIP and we got nothing in return.
Right.
And it's like, you know, don't get me wrong. Some of these places might have these little things that they do, but from what a lot of people say, a lot of it looks like cash grabs. And
Yeah.
it's one of the sadder things that I've seen. That's why we're keeping our ticket prices low. In the way, fuck, gas, groceries, everything, it's hard enough for people to even be able to travel.
Yep.
So trying to charge $150, $250 a ticket is just unrealistic for a lot of people.
It is, honestly, and you know, I only get one check a month. You know what I mean? That's what I survive on, and you know, like if I get a gig here and there, you know, I get some extra cash. You know, which helps out. You know, but like you said, everything's gone up. So to travel, you know, you used to put $20-$30. You can go, you know,
Yeah,
back and forth.
You could travel
Now
to
it's,
3 states.
You know, $50 just one way. You know, you spend $100 just in gas. You know, to get somewhere. You know, but yeah, I mean, being able to do that, it does make it where somebody can be like, you know, I can afford this. I can go to that. You know what I mean? I can go and have fun. You know, and that's awesome. And so, I mean, that kind of leads into my next question. What are some of the challenges of doing something like this?
So the biggest challenges that I've seen, because I've worked pretty independently for the last few years. I've worked really independently for the last few years. So like working with a team, the biggest thing that I find that becomes a challenge is consistent communication. Because without trust, transparency, and communication, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a business dealing, without those 3 things, there's nothing there. And in all reality, like, if you don't have trust, communication, transparency, a lot of these things can fall apart real easy. I've watched over the last few years, a lot of folks get kind of like backdoored. I've watched a lot of people who are super talented get put on the back burner. And if we're able to throw things that don't have the politics of other fields, don't have the politics behind it, that have made it to where we couldn't unify, where we couldn't have everybody together because, oh, I don't like this place because of this, or I don't like this place because of this. Fuck all that. We're bringing a place where everybody can come together.
Yeah. And you have, you know, everything too. Musically from A to Z. You got garage bands, you got DJs. So you're able to provide a lot. For the customer coming. You know, so it's definitely a good thing. And with all the vendors, the workshops, file lineup, hey, it's definitely a good thing. Talk about like the artists and some of the artists that you have there. The bands. And what it's like getting all them together on board.
Okay, so what was really cool about this show compared to like a lot of the other things that I've worked with was I actually booked out like a good portion of this whole show. So I was able to actually talk to each one of these artists individually because I've developed relationships with them over the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're involved with a lot of fests, especially up in Maine and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so being able to actually reach out to these folks and kind of tell them the idea and tell them what we're trying to work towards, it's creating longevity. It's creating things. It's not necessarily about making the quick dollar. It's about the long game. Like, if we create longevity for folks and we have shows that we can throw every single year that people know who's throwing them and how they're going to be run, a lot of time they come back for that. You've seen it with Homie Collective last year. You've seen it with how Harmony's doing this year. Like, a lot of these places are starting to progress real heavily because the shows that people are throwing are quality.
Yeah.
Like Glow Hard, great quality show. Shout out Chris and Vanessa.
Yeah, they definitely it was stepped their game up, and they brought a lot of different genres in, which helps, because you're including those people. I think if you limit yourself with genres, you're limiting yourself on how many people can come to your event. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about, having artists, from A to Z that can play, A to Z. You got Ridium, you got Bass House, you got Breaks, you got, Future, you got Trap, bringing all these talented DJs together on the lineup. It is.
And that's the thing too, is it's like we want to pertain to all crowds, because that's how you.
Not just, a couple genres.
Yeah, because if there's something that somebody else don't like, somebody don't like one thing that's playing, it's okay. There's going to be other things that are playing, or like they can go to this area, and enjoy this show while this is going on,
Yep.
And that's the way to do it. Not have all one genre like going on and
At each place.
Yeah, exactly. So it gives people a variety.
Yep.
A variety to really.
And you open it up
Yeah.
more. It's more inclusive. I know you got the lineup right here.
Yeah, he's still good. Cool. Yeah. He took over.
All right, so like when it comes to Sunshine Shakedown, I'm gonna kind of break down the lineup for everybody. It's August 19th to 20th. It's from 11:30 until 8 p.m. the next day. It's almost pretty much a 24-hour show.
11:30 at night.
No, 11:30 in the morning
It's 11:30 in the morning.
until
so
8 the next night.
8 the next night. Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah. So on the lineup, we got Pharaoh. We have Damian Ray, who's local out of Portland. We got Iculus, M-Wise, DJ Curtis Black, Jefferson Danger, Dirty T, Willist, MixedupMike, Partners in Grime, Mike McDowell,
Who's that?
Sean Mikes, Grits, DeFuego, Treelock, Chris Graves, Closed Loop in a suspension, doing a back-to-back. Love the folks from Interstellar Rabbit Hole. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Dewdrops, Dawn Magic. This man drops a beat a day. Definitely go check out his SoundCloud. One of the hardest working producers in the game. Dark Side, Endless Love Universe, Froggy, Humanoid, Jerkface, Jared Benjamins, The Lifeguard, Little Spun, Formation, Shogun, Skinny Jeans, SP1, Songs for the End Time, Starfire, Tony Margarones, Tyler Valois, and a couple more to come on this next drop that we're doing on Monday.
That's definitely a nice lineup. SP1, he's a beast, man.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it.
I love listening to him play because every time you hear him play, it's something completely new. Yeah. And you'll never hear him play the same thing twice.
He digs a lot, and you can tell.
Yeah.
And the
He
flow
does.
performances are by the Phoenix Tribe.
I really like his Balearic kind of stuff.
He really is a great DJ, and he can play any slot, any place. You know, he can definitely vibe right in the crowd. You know, gets right into the crowd.
He definitely does. He's
Nasty
always.
DJ.
I don't think he's ever really done a set that I haven't liked.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
That was always like subconsciously like bump into in the background, even if I'm doing something like during when he's playing. Like
always
I'm always
great
just like-
tracks. Like,
freaking vibing out.
yeah, always great tracks. You'll never hear him play the same thing twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Amazing DJ.
Yeah.
So what is Sunshine Shakedown to you? And then you can answer.
What is it to us? To me, I mean personally, it's a coming together. You know, it's coming together as a community and providing quality entertainment. You know, that and just being able to put people that necessarily weren't put in a great position. You know, bring them in and have them do something. You know, and show the community their worth as an artist and their skill. I mean, that's important to me as well, because like we said earlier too, like a lot of people they don't recognize skill anymore, and there's a lot of talented underdogs that have a great set of skills, or even people that were in the game and now just aren't even being recognized like they should.
There's a lot of talent.
Yeah, there is
a lot of talent.
There definitely is, and it means something to us. We like helping people.
Yeah. And it's good that you look at you look at talent
building
first.
our community. So
Nice.
So what Sunshine Shakedown means to me is like, this is something that we're building for the community by the community. This is something that is actually based around all the people that have been coming up together. This was one of the first times we were able to unify everybody and bring them in on the same bill, on the same card, and showcase a bunch of people that I honestly think are super talented and maybe just don't get the same amount of show space on shows that maybe they should. I think Grits is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Grits is a monster. I think DeFuego is a monster.
Yep.
Like, we just brought Humanoid on. We just brought a couple of these cats who are some of the more talented individuals. Like, I'm originally from San Diego and Los Angeles, right? So, like, the raves that I went to when I was younger, we used to sneak into this place called LED at the sports arena. And we snuck in. It was Skrillex, Deadmau5, Knife Party, Daft Punk, and a few others. There was like 80,000 people there. So,
That's a little party.
Yeah. It was a little bit different. And then I came out here, and it's a smaller scale, but there's still the same level of talent. It's just like we were saying earlier. I feel like politics and who you know is outweighing the skill gap.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I can't disagree. It's, you definitely see it. I see it. And
People don't pay attention to skills other than what they like as a genre.
Well, and not
They don't see the skill in all the other categories there are. Like, they don't see that. They're only pertaining to what they like. And that's a problem too, because like if you only do that, you're blind to what's really out there.
so you're just looking at, basically your genre, not at others.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not looking to see the skill. Yeah, you're not looking to see the skill in like within other genres. There's many genres out there, and everybody has a skill, whether they specialize in something or not, or they're multi-genre or whatever it is. If they have a skill, they have a skill.
There's a lot of open
That's-
format DJs
yeah.
that can play
Anything. Yeah. Anything.
like they'll give you an hour of house to hardcore. You know what I mean? Like with open format DJs, and I'm one of them. And being stuck to one genre, as me, I feel like it's like it limits your ability, because especially with the technology, it allows you to do so much. You know what I mean? And fucking utilize it, man. That's what I say.
Well, that's why, like, even with like promotion, like a lot of the things that I'm doing is when I drop promotions, I want to make sure that they actually do well, that I put a lot of thought behind it, because I guarantee that when the artists see this and they see that, oh, look, this post that has my name in it actually has a lot of thought put behind it. It wasn't, oh, I just post it and say, hey, make it down to Sunshine Shakedown. You know what I mean? There's a little more like care and preparation that we're trying to put into this, because I may sound like a broken record, but the longevity aspect of it, being able to constantly throw shows that are bringing people together and bringing people on. Because the thing is, if I'm in the position that I'm in and I'm not putting people on, I'm doing this merely for fucking ego at that point.
Yeah.
And it's not worth it. To be able to put your people on, I'll tell you a story that I told on my other buddy's podcast. So my buddy, shout out Lee Giles, shout out Bars Over Bars. He hit me up and he's like, hey, man, you want to do a show? I was like, I'm not really too into live performing, but if you book my buddy Don Magic and you book my buddy Jared, I don't mind doing it. I would love to do it. And he goes, bet. And every show that I got booked for, they got booked for.
Nice.
And the point of me even doing that was because I want to see my friends flourish. I want to see my people flourish, because if you get in a position where you can put people on and you don't, you're really slipping up for your community.
Yep. No, definitely. You know, you build up people around you. You know what I mean? Like, help you grow. We all help each other grow. We all grow. You know? You know, if you think of it that way, you know what I mean? Like, but some people don't, unfortunately. Are there going to be any surprises at the event?
I think I think that.
What was that?
I said, I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, you might have to wait and see on that one. I don't know if we can announce
Or to-
anything right off of
Or
here.
to be
but
like Dave Chappelle, gotcha, bitch.
No, I think that this is going to be one of the few shows this year where people from all different walks of life are going to be able to attend. It's not overly expensive. It's not going to put a dent in your wallet or possibly affect, because, you know, what I've seen over time, and this is because I talk to people in the community constantly, there's people who literally will fuck up their rent just to be able to hit one of these high-priced shows. And what's the point of that? Like here's the thing. I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking
For the
nobody
love of
who
it.
has high
That's-
priced tickets. What I'm knocking is the ability for people to come. Like, I see people go to these events and then not even have the money to be able to feed themselves. You know what I mean? And like going to a show where it's only $40, you get 30 bands. It's not really a thing anymore. And that's something that we could bring back. And it doesn't have to just be about the money. It can be about the love.
And when you have the prices lower that way too, you can, even if there was $1 there, you're gonna attract more people. You know, and then it just builds off that. You know, keeping it affordable, and like you said, I'm not knocking anybody that does high price tickets. You know, these fests, a lot of work goes into them. A lot of work goes into them. A lot of money goes into them as well, especially if you're flying people out from different states. Yeah. You know, you get these big time headliners, and you're paying thousands of dollars for.
Oh yeah.
You know,
for
so
sure.
sometimes, you know, you have to do that. But if you're able to do something more community friendly, you can bring more people together, and it's a beautiful thing to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, honestly, it's better when it's like that family vibe, man, and you can bring that back. You could breathe life back into the community, like what we're trying to do. I don't know. It's like magical, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
How would you like to see the event unfold? You know, how would you like to see that?
see everybody just have a great time, man. You know, because I mean, we're trying to provide quality entertainment, like I said, for an affordable rate. something that somebody ain't breaking the bank over.
Yep.
You know, means something to us. Like I said, it's for the community. It's for the community. So, I mean, it's what's important to us.
You know what? You know what I've learned over time too. As long as you have certain things like water, porta potties that are getting cleaned, like those. Listen, some of y'all out there might think that was a shot, but I promise you it's not. Listen, but like as long as you have clean porta potties and you have water, and the music flows easy, that's all you really have to. That's what you really got to do. You know what I mean? Like, cause I gotta tell you.
As long as the crowd ain't getting shot by the overspray of the porta potty.
Yeah.
It opened the door. You're like,
listen, I done seen some things
how-
last year that are forever scarring.
How did somebody even have the balls to squat sitting on top to make this shit this tall?
Yo, listen, I done walked into some of those last year.
How do you get the shit that high?
Hey man, that's called the UFO.
Sometimes you gotta hover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. You're hovering all right. You're hovering over a giant pile of shit.
No, but I think that and honestly, after this event, depending on where it goes and whatnot, there's a good chance that we're going to be moving to a bigger venue that we're going to be able to do overnight camping multiple days and things of that nature. The thing is, this is getting our feet wet. This is jumping in head first, going full steam, and seeing what we can throw for our community.
And then next year,
Next year you could maybe see things like the Maine Festival of Family Music and Arts Gathering. You might be able to you might be able to see Ascension Entertainment out here, running the ones and twos. You might be able to see quite a few big shows coming up in 2024. I can't tell too much information on it, but I got to tell you, the things that we're bringing are going to be affordable shows, and we're going to have decent budgets behind them to bring
That's
you guys
awesome.
something that's special and something that you remember and you want to come back to, because not everybody's doing that these days, and not everybody's doing it these days, and like the ability to throw things that are, how do I put it? The ability to be able to throw things that people can consistently come to, and like I said, not break the bank, and have fun. Like, I understand when shows are bigger and they bring in, like, let's say you brought in a knife party or a dead mouse or something like that. Like, yeah, $200 tickets all day. That would make complete sense.
yeah, you got to be able to recoup that.
But unless you have like
Try
some
to.
super major headliners, because I think that's something that Maine has suffered with over the last few years. A lot of shows, when you go to them now, it just seems like the same show over and over and over. And that's something that I felt Maine has fallen behind with. Like, and you know what? This is probably gonna get clipped somewhere, so I'm gonna say it anyway. I can only watch Roots of Creation so many years in a row. All right? It is what it is.
The same headliners, right?
Where is the flavor?
Where is the flavor in what you guys have not brought the sauce? We need the sauce.
And that's what it's about, flavor. Different flavor where the lineup from start to finish is going to take you on a journey.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless it's the night's dedicated to a certain genre, then I think the lineup should, take people on a journey. You got people playing different things. Yeah. So you're able to bring more.
Well, one of the main reasons we have so many different genres and why we're doing it, the timings that we're doing, is because the way we're going to do it is we're going to have bands outside during the day on the pirate ship doing things of that nature, because we're not trying to piss off the neighbors. You know what I mean? If we can do bands during the day and bring everybody in and do the EDM inside where it's not, necessarily carrying throughout the whole community out there, and it's respectful. It gives us the ability to bring stuff back to that venue if we ever want to use it again.
Yep. Definitely.
It's being respectful.
Yep. And yeah, like you said, and if you want to be able to go back there, you don't want to piss off the neighbors and not be able to do that.
Exactly.
But
we don't want to truck stop.
yeah, you don't want to burn your bridge. You know what I mean?
But I heard it was a great time, but I heard something about it.
You ready to drop some hip hop for us?
Drop some beats?
Yeah. We can do something
what?
like that. Yeah, we can do something like that.
You guys ready to hear some beats?
I can't
Let's do this.
promise an hour worth of. But
That's all right. I know you guys are on a schedule and stuff like that, so.
But I could definitely kick a few things.
All right, cool. Let's get over to the stage and let's get some beats over and get this body going.
Hey, everybody who's in the chat, thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate any and all the support. And I hope to see everybody who's in that chat at Sunshine Sakedown August 19th to 20th. It's going to be a banger. There's a plethora of different music. We got everything and anything for your ears and soul. Mic check, my mic check, my mic check, my mic check. Oh man, we're live here at MixedupMike. I know it's usually EDM that kicks through here, but I can do a little bit of hip hop. Look. All right. My mic check. My mic check. We just getting everything figured out right here. That beat is cold too. Let me know when you're set. You good? Can you bring the levels up on my mic just a little bit? All right. Hello. Mic check. Oh, okay. Just a little bit. Yep, you're good. Look. I watch people talk shit about each other, then handshake like the brothers. To me, that's undercover. Credibility probably never recover. I don't really know. I'm way from down under, but I'm no longer the up and comer. They don't woke the giant out of a deep slumber. I don't know, I've never won under mumble. I'm just saying I'm too humble. These cats got sacked right out of the damn humble. I'm causing a forced fumble. Touchdown, I've never been a clown. Go found a go rounds in every single town. I don't really know, man, be rapping around. I just kinda lost the beat still. Spit heat, compete with beasts, teach the technique to the weak who retreated peace. Best believe I've been going over every beat. You can switch it up, it's been tough. I done burn a damn blunt right down to the damn stump. So, and I'm still saying fuck Donald Trump and Joe Biden and the price of gas rising. This is way more than immaculate timing. This is way more than just the average rhyming. Cause it was get rich or die trying high flying rhymes. So rabbit dimes all night in Oak Street like a fierce Viking. Y'all fighting Mars lion. I got the heart of a lion. Got a undefeated record like Mayweather. Never been better. Most of them just ain't that clever. I'm the fire breather. Was snorting ether. I like my Chiva. The sweetest reaper. Exotic features. What kind of mean to the arthritis? Your heart is spiking. Can call the giant. This tendonitis. A gift to write it. The chicks are guys that don't poke the viper. I get excited to kill your highness. Unleash the tyrants. Invoke the vice. A bit redundant. You just a pundit. The biggest plummet. The up and coming. The crushing munchkins. No repercussions. Stand up for something. To fall for nothing. A good discussion. That ain't the gumption. I don't borderline. I cauterize bottom lines. Then they shoot it out like Columbine. You best rewrite your lines if you coming for mine. They shine the bullet through his eye. Call it over. It's mine. 20 years on the grind. Still no one shows you time, now you back of the line. Looking for a landline, stumbled on a landmine. Then Dr. Jekyll vs. Mr. Hyde. These hands fine, these bars grind. In ample time, I trample high. I hope you die with sketchy vibes and open eyes. I hit your mind with gift of mind, the Superman, poison kryptonite. This gift of life is not a right, it's like the teachings of Christ before the crucifixion. Was he really a victim? Look how his own father did him. Who you kidding? This is way more than rhythm. I don't live on indecision, I'm too gifted, I'm not tripping. I remember sitting on a stoop, had to recruit loot. The proof you don't shoot, get shot down before the first round. For thinking you're profound, I ran the underground without making a sound. Stolen melon down the ground to a pair of brass knuckles ready to go rounds. Cause my energy is enormous, it matches my performance. It's kinda like Mighty Morphin, I'm more like an explosion that caused the earth erosion. Now that all my plans are in motion, I can finally be at peace. I'm mastering my technique of a art of war that was quite unique. That causes you to think, what's he proving? Does he follow a movement? What's his influence when he starts to get lucid? But the truth is, having ruthless aggression with the positive message was very introspective of people who died and were neglected, shot by those who claimed to protect us because they thought he had a weapon. What a bold assessment. Now his family crying to the reverend, screaming no justice, no peace. Fuck the police, they don't care about these cold streets. They pull heat and unleash on those in poverty. The prophecy is going in your property, perform atrocities, then downplay it with a whole lack of honesty. Rest in peace, George Floyd, I can't breathe. So yo, we're having a little fun with it. Shout out everybody in the chat. Mixed-Up-Mike, we doing it today. Never been really one to play. I demonstrate that if you ever hesitate and make a mistake, well, they might take your place, but I hardly relate. Not looking for the crown, I'm looking for a profound sound from the underground. Sunshine Sakedown is really going down August 19th to 20th. I'm saying if I train a bit, don't really just have to give. This lyricism is a trip, and I had to get in the place where I really got it. I'm not into nonsense, and I'm not into gossip. Most of that is way too damn toxic, and most of y'all cats is lost in suboxone. Still detoxing, but I'm glad that you're still here. I don't really know, it's kinda crystal clear. This is closer to all of our damn years. I don't really know, man, it's kinda just near. But I redefine the divine, mind the prime time, ready to shine, one of a kind crime. I committed all my spare time, can't climb the grind, rewind. I was finding the bind, went to climb, got confined by the drop of a dime. Won't find how I ride the vine, but my wine and I react to beef like a landmine. Throwing signs in my own kind, sipping liquor at the shrine till my thoughts fall in line. So fluid, overdo it, that's the movement, show improvement, steady true, now Lewin. We're gonna switch up the beat. I can only do so many bars. Oh man, shout out Mixed-Up-Mike. Shout out the chat. Chat's been going crazy, man. Shout out little homie over here. Look, 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 look. Look, 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 look. Look, 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 look. Now we going in. Don't talk how you live. If it's not for your kids, I done did bids and split wigs. Never smoke mids. Only ends in the broke twigs. Which I built my crib just to see what gives. And I only take gigs if it involves my friends. It's not really only about the ends. I'm gigantic. They all panic, they all frantic, but do know the growth was organic. I don't know if you really doing the movement, but most these cats ain't really congruent or adjacent. They don't know how I establish my patience. Reading scriptures from an ancient text, I'm more than perplexed. How people try to live check to check with no funds to invest, but I'm coming for next. Because if you really wanna come in, I promise this, I'm like a fucking bad surprise. I hardly ever cuss when I erupt, but most of them I had to label them as chumps. I'm not saying that like that all the time, but I have been on an independent grind for so long. You know the definition of being a dawn is really putting your people on. After every song burnt like napalm, I don't really know, man, the handshake wasn't that strong. So, did I take them that serious? I don't know, I guess I wasn't clear. I meant to say curious, got delirious, and most these cats be acting too mysterious. No transparency, no type of trust. I couldn't erupt, but I need to burn my damn blunt. Still haven't done it down here in NH, but that's okay, cause I cut the head off of snakes. And we do it a lot, not for props, did it for hip-hop, they did it for TikTok. I'm just saying, if you left in shock, don't really wonder why they all talk to cops and get locked, and then they get out from the box, and I don't know. It's just a couple of things, been running the ring, always been the king. These cats don't really know from the opening ding. I could go and crush everything, but I still been running the game with the same team. Look. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Look, shout out Dirty T. Shout out Dirty T. Shout out Froggy. Look. Shout out my friends, we ain't always follow trends. I don't really know, man, where does my story begin? Was I a drug addict, or was I into a whole bunch of static? It wasn't the mathematics they tried to explain in graphs. I took a contract and ripped it in half, because the graph and the math didn't add up. And then they wondered why I wasn't about that. I meant to say that, but I really do clap back. These cats wanna act like most of them really rap. I got mad dabs, weed and hash. I pulled them out the stash like I need to relax. Like just facts, kicking it with MixedupMike. Most of them don't have no type of strike. I'm saying what is a rapper's delight. Most of them don't know something fight. I meant to say insight through a crushed windpipe. I don't really care, go and grab me a mic. I can do this off the top of the dome. Most of them don't know that I'll really explode, cause I done broke down genetic code with the free throw. I meant to say the free throw. I meant to say the free throw, but it's kinda easy like a free throw. Here we go, walking in daddy's footsteps. These cats don't really know how to rap. I don't neglect, most of them don't have similar respect. That's why we don't have to go back to a time with similar rhymes before every one of these rappers was dropping these dimes. Cause I spend a lot of time thinking, I'm not into drinking. Most of my best friends are black, Mexican, Puerto Rican. My family's Spanish speaking with good eating. Open arm meetings, almost every single greeting. It's kinda hard to do this off of the head. They said I needed meds, well I kick it with deadheads. Fuck the feds if we talking about it. Most of them only act like they really was shouting, but I done did it, I done did my time, I done did my grind, and I went back, combined a couple of damn lines, not the ones that you snort. But if you wanna go and try to retort, I could do this as any type of sport. Most of them, man, ain't even holding down their own fort. Shout out MixedupMike on the ones and twos. Yeah, this is a little, you know. Hey chat, you want to give me a word? You want to give me a word, chat? We'll make it a little more inclusive. absurd. Most of them say that I'm constantly disturbed, but I've been burning this herb and I'm not ready to swerve. And I hit this man and his head hit the curb. I'm not trying to be that type of guy, but most of them is really telling you lies that was sold. And I don't know why, but most of y'all sell your soul to an enterprise. I'm just saying, if we keeping it real, what's the deal? Most of them be struggling for meals, but I'd rather develop some wealth and not go stealth and help everyone out. He said crazed. I've been going through a maze. These cats has made plays for days. I never had to sway any other way, and I never had to wonder what I was about to say. Any type of day, I don't really know, man. We paving our own way. You could talk about a switchblade up a rib cage, but I don't know, I'm not trying to get caged. I done been locked in, containment, been cut some ankle braces, led to fortifications, 32 incarcerations, had me contemplating till every thought methodical. An unmeeting obstacle, flow phenomenal. Ganja from the tropicals, making your pots comical. Smoking like a roster though, most of them don't know. Ran in the game, yelling Geronimo. Gave me the keys and broke out of Guantanamo. I'm just saying, if you don't think that I'm dope, you probably still doing a whole lot of dope, and you probably not really ready to get clean. And I'm not really trying to sound mean, but get it together, we got different weathers, and I've been too clever, and y'all cats get severed at the damn shoulders. I've been losing composure, but most of you only helping for exposure. So if you don't like what I said, man, well, look. Oh, is that the word? She said, ooh, I just had to do. Most of them ain't cool, I'm just saying, never going to school. These cats really want me to start acting too rude. Don't make me come out exposing the fake, and don't make me go handshake these snakes. I don't give fake hugs, and if I don't like you, I probably won't have you around anyway. Cause I got a dollar, been a father, been a couple on the roster. Most of y'all are imposters. I'm just saying, I love to cook a pasta, and I love to smoke down like a damn Rosty. I use the same word twice in my life. These cats don't really want to come and fight me on the mic, or even go hand to hand. You couldn't understand, I was really part of the plan. Y'all cats don't got a couple of grand or a couple of doughs. I don't really care, I got a couple of flows. I've been a good ass dad, whether pen or repaired, popping a couple tabs, and then it's back to the lab. Like, I could smash any beat in my way. Y'all cats play, I don't even fucking do it today. I done thrown a show and didn't even put on my own name. I'm just saying, cause I'm not worried about fame. I'm worried about putting people on. Like I said before, the definition of being a don. Y'all cats don't know, I've been dope since .com. Cause the bomb rap beyond that, y'all played out like Comcast. This is the bomb. I don't know, I'm singing a different song. Y'all cats don't really want to get it, too committed to a vision and spitting this lyricism. What's up, big pups? Oh, man. What's a pup to a big dog with mad flaws? I don't really know, I'm coming in raw. Most of them only live by facades. I'm just saying, if I smoke a little bit of marijuana and some ganja, they could say that that was just my persona. I could stop like a comma, or I could really bring the drama. But y'all don't want me to go in and tell all of your friends about all those things that you did. Cause since I started that damn page, I'll tell you, people been contacting me with mad rage. I got dirt on a whole lot of folks, and it's not a joke. So don't try to provoke and don't try to poke this bear that you know, because I promise that's way out of the code. Oh man, I hope everybody's in the chat's having fun and enjoying what we're doing out here. Man, I think I can hit at least one more beat. I like the beat a lot. This was a good choice. Beat selection by Dirty T. Shout out Dirty T. Listen, we don't fuck around to find out, because, you know, through many years of fucking around and many years of finding out, I realized the finding out is not as fun. Eyes real low from the marijuana smokes. Light for my comatose, can't hang overdose. Roll a spliff, take a toke. Got that choke from the west coast. Smoke trees till my eyes bleed. They devise zine, I probably never piss clean. Roll a couple with the team, triple beam. Dreams of OG, sour D, blue dream. Low for the OZ, if you really know me. Blunts dipped in codeine and felt like you OD. These days I'm just considered an OG, but most of them don't even really know me. They know me from the internet, but don't think that that just gives you a bunch of respect. Cause it don't, I'm just saying, I could go and write another poem that was fast like the ocean. I'm way more than omnipotent. Y'all cats is not even heroic, not even close to stoic. I wouldn't even vote it. Hell, I wouldn't even promote it. Cause I'm one of the dopest West Coasters breathing. I can fucking spit the ether, but man, I'd rather be a teacher to the little kids trying to come up now. That's why I don't rock with no crowds and no cliques, and it's not really my style. I'm just saying, been doing it for a while. I could go and skip a couple of trials, but I don't know, then I'd be locked up for a while. Shout out Mixed-Up-Mike on the ones and twos, and shout out to Dirty T for the beat selection. Oh man, I hope we brought you something that oh, and before I forget, shout out Matt Chenard. He's gonna be doing our sound and production at Sunshine Sakedown on August 19th and 20th. You know. Oh man. Oh man. Shout out to the chat. Sweet Vampy 36. Thank you for all the love you've been showing. Alright. I done seen people talk a lot. I think that I'm really just out the box. I don't really know, but I'm not one to knock most of them. Probably just talk too much and ruined all of the opportunities. Like I said, community through lunacy. They said consent isn't just sexy, it's demanded. Predators need to be reprimanded. No chance for understanding, especially if they don't feel your advances. You could take different stances, but that just enhances the chances of incomprehensible actions. And the factions that you hold your faith is also the reason your words ain't never hold no weight. Don't anticipate that we could ever relate. You're just fake, I never really made a mistake. I call them all out and call it a checkmate. That just might be a risk that I take. But I crack a pedophile's captain for the strap. One bullet each year, those kids won't get back. I got a plan of attack, hot bees with anthrax. Fuck out the homes and bomb like Iraq. Destroyed off the map, we burn them like ash. They should be castrated and lashed in. Put through a waterboard and look. But it's no means no, it's just the way that it goes. Don't try to pull them out of their clothes. You're exposed for doing the most. That's the reason people don't hold you close. Probably from your approach, and most of them don't think you dope. I'm just saying, we bringing on the whole team, and I hope that we glisten over everything. But I want to see everybody get it, you committed. I don't really know if you got a vision, but if you think that you got it, I just have to say to the damn shows. Doesn't really matter what you know, cause if you get behind the scenes, it's not really clean. Most of these people are hating on everything.
Thank you, everybody. This has been something new on the MixedupMike Show. August 19th through the 20th. Sunshine Shakedown.
Make sure you make it out to the Sunshine Shakedown. Like I said, August 19th and 20th, 30 different bands. It's only $40, and the price doesn't go up at the door.
Appreciate you guys coming down on the show. Dirty T, man, thank you. Fletcher, thank you so much. Get it? Where's your girl, man? She's part of this. She's one of the biggest organizers of it. Let's at least get her on there. Let her say hello. Oh my God.
That'd have been tragic. So, one thing I want to say real quick in the chat before we leave is we're about to have Amy come in here in a second, and she has honestly been such a fundamental part to Sunshine Shakedown being as successful as it was. She's honestly been one of the most important cogs in the whole wheel.
Yeah, I gotta talk to her to get to you guys.
Definitely wanted to give her a shout out because she has been pretty much the most solid individual on our team.
That's
when
awesome.
It comes to communication, when it comes to getting back to me, and we've worked hand on hand on getting this
Come on,
together.
get in
really
here.
Appreciate her.
Get in here. Get in here. Say hello.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's actually been a huge pleasure to work with all of you and watch you grow and watch you all doing what you love and making it something that we bring to every single person that has the opportunity to come out and support us and listen to the tunes that you guys bring, listen to what you spin. You know, the music in our community, I think, is just huge, and being able to make it something that's attainable for families is really what we all want to do. And really
There
proud
it
and
is
happy
right
to work
there.
with you
There's the
guys.
lineup.
Yeah, the lineup is fire. We've got it, I'm going to say 99% finalized. Lineups always change. You never know what happens in the world, like up to the last minute. So that's a real thing. But we think we've pretty much got everybody there, and we're really excited to bring you this heat. There's no reason why everybody shouldn't be out there shaking it down, because it's going to be one hell of a weekend.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wanted to get her in here, show her some love. One of the biggest organizers right here. You know, like, hey, if you're talking to T, you gotta go
check
through
through.
me.
Hey man, this is my gorgeous office lady. Okay, leave my sexy secretary alone. Thank you very much.
Want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for joining this MixedupMike Show, August 19th. Sunshine Shakedown. And the day before, man, August 18th, you got No Fans, Only Fam down in Providence with DJ Shaolin. That's going to be huge. I'm going to be there spinning and then heading up to Maine. That's going to be a big weekend right there. Yeah, it definitely is. But yeah, right here, the 18th.
Shout
August.
out Ascension Entertainment.
Right
Shout
here,
out
AMF,
Soul
Voodoo
Speed
Nights.
Productions. Shout out Interstellar Rabbit Hole. Shout out Maine's Festival Family. Shout out the Northern Network.
AMF, Audio Manipulation Family. This is gonna be great. We got live graffiti. It's an outside event, doing boiler room style. Outside's gonna be all breakbeats. Inside is like anywhere from house to techno. And we got DJ Shaolin coming up from Dallas, Texas. Gonna rock it. Tested the turntables the other day. They work perfect. And I can still match a beat on vinyl. I was like, ooh, did you hear that? I was like, did you hear that? The next one was a little rough, but didn't matter. The first one counted. But much love, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming down. Wait, I'm clicking on the wrong one here. Sorry, everybody. I'm retarded. I'm half retarded.
There's something said about the short
Yeah,
bus,
I did.
alright.
I grew up riding short bus.
It's okay. We still love you.
It's all right. You know, I just blame it on my brain damage. It's
Oh,
brain
no.
damage. That's all. So,
I got some extra cells to give you.
anybody an AMF spinning? I didn't look at my fucking thing, so I kind of don't know if anyone's doing anything. Probably not. I guess not. I don't know. Sweet Vampy, much love. AM Sandwich Music Group. What up, Levi? I'm just gonna.